Hello, weirdos. Welcome back to, finally, episode 3 of Paws and Claws. I'm going to dive in to the November Sparkle & Co. subscription bag while I'm doing the Paws and Claws. I was so anxious to get this up. I know a lot of you have been requesting it. If you haven't seen a Paws and Claws video, I will link one or both of them in the cards so you can check them out. This is where I like to just do a set of nails for no reason other than I feel like it and share with you some awesome animal stories sent to me from the Manny fam. If you would like to send me an animal story, it could be an adoption story, a crazy encounter story, a ghost animal story, any kind of animal story. I would love to hear it and share it with the rest of the class. I will leave that email address for you on the screen and in the description box per usual. So send them on in so I can keep doing these amazing stories for you guys. Real quick before I dive into the story time, I want to go through briefly the subscription and codes. Oh my God, did you hear that? The Sparkle & Co. subscription bag. Products that I'm going to be using in this video and showing you in this video were only available by subscription holders or from, what? I don't even know what I'm saying. This is going to be an interesting video. I'm exhausted. Today is Black Friday, so you know how far ahead I'm filming this. It's not very far, actually. So I was out shopping all damn day. Anyway, so if you have not seen Sparkle & Co. subscriptions yet, I'll leave a few more videos for you down in the description box. I may start a playlist eventually at some point because I do these every month. I'm a subscription member. I pay for my own bags and you get so much stuff. There are so many tiers, different levels of bags you can get. This one is the I Want It All Deluxe. I don't know, it's the highest one. And in this bag you get gel polishes, dip powders, a regular nail polish, a couple of liquids, as well as some extra goodies. They sent over this beautiful rose gold Christmas stocking and some very, very soft, fluffy, fuzzy socks. And I was in love, although my little one absolutely thiefed my socks, so they're gone. But I will leave all the info in the box for the subscriptions. They do have a referral program, so if you have never shopped with Sparkle & Co. before and you would like to check out the sub bags, you can use my name and then we both get a credit towards a future purchase. If you are not into the subscriptions but you want to go visit Sparkle & Co. and check out some of their stuff, you can use my name as a referral and we'll also both get a credit and you can use my discount code. I will leave everything in the box for you guys. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that. Anyway, so this is some of the stuff. This is the card that comes in every bag. It's of course themed to the bag, but it lets you know what's in the subscription. And it also on the back has all the referral program info. So if you want to take screenshots of any of this stuff, feel free to, but it will be, you know where to go. I'm going to bust into these dip powders. I'm going to show you the swatches. They do all come with swatches, which is super convenient because if you've been around here for a minute, you know that this girl hates to swatch. I don't have the patience for it. I feel like I'm not being productive. If it's not going on my nails, I don't know why I'm doing this. This is a regular nail polish they sent as well. You get a regular nail polish in the deluxe subscription bag. And it came with 6 colors. I'm going to show you all the swatches, then I'm going to start doing a Manny, but I really want to get into these stories. So I'm going to kick this off. I will let you guys know, I don't know if this is a trigger warning or not, but they are animal stories. And while a lot of them are absolutely beautiful and inspiring and heartwarming, some of them may be a little bit sad. So if you are not prepared or into hearing some potentially sad animal stories, don't listen because there may be one or two in here. I'm gonna kick this off. The first story I've got goes something like this. Hello, Marla. My name is Ashley. I've been a subscriber of yours for a while and would love to send you mine and my husband's adoption story of our 3.5-legged fur baby. It's a happy but sad story. Thank you for the warning. I appreciate that. In 2009, my husband, who was my boyfriend at the time, had just lost his childhood dog. He had always had a dog in his family and was looking around to find the perfect dog to help ease the pain of losing his first dog. He had went to the animal shelter near his work one day and was looking around at all the dogs, jumping up and barking as soon as you entered the room. He was about to leave when he spotted a dog who only had 3.5 legs, sitting on her bed in her kennel, which was, when you opened the door, she was in the kennel right behind the door. She just stayed there, chewing on a bone. He asked the workers there about her story. Her name was Lily. She was 1.5. When she was a puppy, they found her walking down the highway. They thought she was hit by a car from the way she was walking, but soon realized that she had a birth defect. They did not remove the half a leg because it actually helped her walk. He fell in love with her the moment he had heard she was returned 3 times because people couldn't handle her. Oh, it breaks my heart. So he went home and begged and pleaded with his parents to go meet her. As soon as they saw him with Lily, they knew she had to come home with them. Since that day, she was my husband's shotgun rider. She went everywhere with him. She was even in our wedding photos. I'm going to leave pictures in here just so you guys know. Shortly after, I was pregnant with our first and only child, which Lily loved as if it was her own. She was his guardian. We knew Lily would come with problems, as she was a special needs dog with her 3.5 legs. She became a diabetic and had thyroid problems. The time came to where she couldn't climb up and down the stairs at night, and my husband would carry her up and down the stairs so she could sleep with us every night. We did everything in our power to make sure she was happy and healthy with us, until 2018 when she was diagnosed with lymphoma. That was one of the hardest days for us. She had been with us and through so much, but we know that she is still with us at heart. We still say she's sleeping at the bottom of our bed every single night. You know, I'm getting emotional. I'm so sorry that you lost her, but can I just applaud you silently? Because I only have one hand free at the moment, for taking a chance on a special needs animal. Especially being a part of my shelter for a few years now, I see them come in all the time, and for the most part, these animals are no different than any other. They play the same. It's like they don't know. They don't know there's anything wrong with them. They're not like humans where we're aware of a defect of some sort. They have no idea, and it doesn't let them get them down. And they go overlooked so often, and it makes me so sad, which is why each one of my cats, I have 5, by the way, in case you are new here and you don't know me, I have 5 rescue cats. Each one has their own little issue. I can't get normal cats. I only get ones with, quote, special needs. So thank you so much for sharing that with me and for loving her the way that you did. I love that truly and so much with my whole heart. My whole heart. The next story I've got for you, it's from, I don't know if you guys want me to keep you anonymous, but I'm just going to tell you the title of the email is called My Trio. I like it already. Oh, by the way, if you're here for nails, you can watch me do this. I will also leave in the cards for you a very beginner-friendly dip powder, kind of, play-by-play in the cards in case you want a more detailed video to watch. I'm going to continue with my trio. Hi, Marla. I absolutely love that you started the Paws and Claws videos. Animals are just too sweet and precious. I know, girl. Same. I've got 3 sweet little kitty cats. Oh. Maverick and Moose are my chunky boys. Littermates I adopted together from a farm litter. They wrestle like WWE. Maverick likes to chase plastic springs, and Moose loves chasing fuzzy, crinkly balls. I love that. Moose is my sweet boy who loves everyone. He welcomed my sweet little girl and made her feel safe and welcome. Sev was found in my acreage yard. My old roommate thought one of my boys, Maverick or Moose, got out when he lived with me and when he was out with his dogs. He found the sweet little tortoiseshell kitten with a broken tail, fleas, and mites. I immediately got her to the vet. I fell in love with her pictures before I even got home from work to meet her. Sev was born on July 11th, hence the name Sev, 7-Eleven. Oh my God, that's amazing. She had to have her tail amputated within 3 days of me adopting her, as the tip was broken and we found it was hanging on by just skin and fur and ended up infected. Oh, the poor baby. She's my little sweetheart, and her and Moose are my snugglers. The kitties even have their own Instagram. I'm so there. I'm following your cats. And I will leave the Instagram handle on the screen right now. A tortie and 2 tabbies. That is so dang precious. Thank you for sharing everyone's animal stories. I love hearing them, and totally don't cry at all of them. LOL. Thank you so much for sending me that story. I love this story with my whole heart. This is awesome. Oh my gosh, the poor little tortie. But you know what? You're such an amazing human for taking her. I can't even say I blame you, because I probably would have done the same thing. They just have this way about them, don't they? And I truly believe that animals, at the end of the day, choose you. And you guys are put together for some sort of a reason. And I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for sending that to me. I'm so following those cats on Instagram. My next story goes something like this. Hi, Marla. My name is Kendall. I'm 19 years old. I live in Jamestown, North Carolina. I'm diagnosed with ASD, which is autism spectrum disorder, and also LD, learning disabled. Growing up, I used to be afraid of dogs, mostly because everyone I knew had aggressive dogs like boxers, pit bulls, Rottweilers, you name it. It all changed when I got my first job during my occupational course of study program at my school. I worked at a florist, and the owner brought in her Chihuahua puppy mix, and I fell in love. And it all started the infatuation for me with dogs. I'm telling you, it only takes one. You have one good experience and you are hooked. Is that like a drug? I don't know, animals are my drug. One day after school, I was waiting for my mom when she told me that for Christmas I was getting a puppy, and I just started to break down because I was still excited, but I get nervous over serious things like events, vacations, expensive gifts. Oh girl, I feel you on that. We were getting a Shih Tzu Bichon Frise mix named Ruffles, and 2 years later, she has changed our lives and helped my anxiety. We just spoil her rotten and treat her like a human. Oh my gosh, that is so darn sweet. It's amazing what these animals can do, and there's a real good reason why cats and dogs, I've even heard of pigs and roosters becoming emotional support animals, or just support pets in general. I think I read something a while back, years ago, and it was like a scientific study, matter of factly, and it showed that the simple act of petting an animal, cat, dog, pig, rooster, what have you, your choice, chinchilla, who knows, can lower your blood pressure, decrease anxiety, which is actually what brought me into my shelter to begin with. I started volunteering as a means of self-care. I went in there, I played with the cats, I calmed me down, and been there ever since. Not so much since COVID started, but I actually have plans to start back over there with doing a little behaviorism with some sassy cats. So I'm sure I'm going to have oodles of stories to tell you about those. Anyway, thank you so much, Kendall, for sending that over and for being so sincere and honest and sharing your story. On to the next. Hi, Marla. You've been such a huge help and inspiration to me since I became obsessed with my nails. Oh, thank you. I'm just happy to be helpful. So Izzy is our Shorkie. Shorkie? Shih Tzu Yorkie? I'm guessing. We adopted from a local shelter. They were very choosy about her new home because she was rescued from an awful abusive situation where she spent her first few months. Oh, I hate that. When my husband found her on the rescue page, we just both had a feeling, and the shelter chose us. He brought her home that night. She was only about 6 months old. At the time, we had a 4-year-old and a 6-month-old. I wasn't sure, but I will swear to this day that Izzy chose us. It's been 8 years. She's gained a third sister, and she has so much love for the girls. When I say she chose us, or maybe she just was meant for us, what I mean is that she fits our family and our crazy life perfectly. She has been the absolute best dog. To this day, she can be a little scared of men, except her dad, and her separation anxiety issues are insane. But I always get a kick out of how much she loves him. I guess it's because he brought her home and she's always had that connection with him. So it's extra hilarious that my hardened detective hubby always has a little puffball curled up next to him in his chair. Oh, Honestly, I get a little jealous, but sometimes she'll come to bed with me and lay her sweet little head on my pillow beside me or sleep in the crook of my knee. Oh, I'm sending a picture of her from last summer when she went camping with us on the lake, one of my faves, and another of her snoozing with her sister. Oh my gosh, that's so darn cute. And I feel like I just talked about this, and I did. And I do every time. I feel like animals genuinely and truly come into our lives for a reason. And I totally agree that they can choose us sometimes. And I totally understand what you say about how it's just meant to be and how they fit so perfectly. It's almost as if, and especially in a case like this where she came from an abusive family previously, that she shows a little bit of extra gratitude. I feel that way about, some of my cats. I've raised a few of them from kitten, but a couple of them, I got as they were a little bit older. One in particular, my cat Hira, she was at the shelter for quite a while, about a year actually. And I feel like her having spent that much time in a shelter, she just shows that much more gratitude and appreciation for the life that she has. And she's very much, sounds a lot like your dog, just super snuggly, super affectionate, and just one of the best cats ever. I'm not biased. I love all my fur babies. Thank you so much for sending me that story and for sending the adorable photos. That, unfortunately, is the only time I have for stories. I still have some that I've been saving up because you guys have been emailing me like crazy, and I love it. I love it. I love all these stories that you send me. I know I didn't do them for a while because I didn't know, some of them are kind of sad, and I don't want to make anyone more upset during COVID time. But if I didn't get to your story yet, I will. And if you would like to share your stories, again, I'll drop the email link in the description box. You can send me pictures, you can send me videos. If you want to tell your own story, you can send me an audio recording. You can send me a video recording. I don't care, whatever you are feeling comfortable with doing. I think I had a stroke while I was saying that. Whatever you're comfy doing, I am happy to accept and share. So what do you guys think of the Manny? My hands match. Can you believe it? Pause for reaction. I liked this Manny so much. I did it on both hands. I really liked it. The sub bag this month was absolutely beautiful. And if you haven't signed up for a sub bag yet and you would like to, signups are still going on, I believe. I'm pretty sure. I think they start on the 20th of the month and go to the 1st, maybe. I think. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and listening to me yap for however long I've been yapping. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.